the connection between what you're about to hear today, which is the Novatech opportunity, this amazing crypto investment platform, and the fact that most people join this particular platform that you're going to hear about today simply because you don't have to share it with a soul. This is simply about you deciding to make a choice, which is make a deposit and allowing the company to do all the work is really what this is about. But because we are having so much success, because there's over 191 people, and I'm sure there'll be well over 200 people on this call in a matter of minutes, guys, people are truly seeing their lives change financially without lifting a finger. And I know that sounds too good to be true for some of you that are listening to this for the first time, but I'm here to tell you that money is constantly working while we're sick, while we're sleeping, while we have loved ones that are being born into this world, and while we have loved ones that are leaving this world. Money is still turning. And the key is we have to put ourselves in position, ladies and gentlemen. And today we're going to be talking about a company called Novatech, where trading profits made easy is what it's all about. We're talking about a fully automated process. And when I say fully automated, I like to make it very clear. We're not a company controlled by robots. All right. We are a company controlled by people of integrity, of honesty, and true transparency, to the point, ladies and gentlemen, that there are so many imitators, but no duplicators at this point. Now, we're not here to tell you that we're going to be the only ones, because we definitely won't be. This is the land of the free, the land of capitalism, where things will be eventually duplicated. But because we are the first, and we've been doing this for quite some time, it's going to be a long time before someone can actually catch up to the success that we are having here today. And before I do that, what I want to do is I want to illustrate. I want myself, my partner here, to illustrate, all right, very quickly, how we are able to earn in this platform so passively. And before I do that, I want to go ahead and state this income, this calculator disclaimer. It's very important that you understand that what we're about to share with you today is not a part of the Novatech platform. This is a simple tool. Okay, it's a calculator that we use to share with you what we have seen in the past. Now, remember, everything that goes on in the future, we can't see. We can only hope that the company continues to do what they've already done for many years, but we don't know. So what we do is we use the calculator to give us what we assume is a projection of what could be. Okay, so the calculator is not endorsed by Novatech. However, it is an exact on what the potential could be for you and whatever your circumstance is. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the calculatorsite.com. Each and every one of you here can literally go on your phone, on your computer, your laptop, iPad, tablet, and literally type in the calculatorsite.com. Okay, all you have to do is click on the finance button and look for the Forex compounding calculator. And it's going to be as simple, ladies and gentlemen, as typing your number where you see start balance. So for this example, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and put a $1,000 example in the starting balance. Okay. And in the Novatech experience over the last 3 years, we've been averaging a tad bit over 3% per week. But for the example, I'm just going to use a flat 3%. Okay, so no matter if we have more than 3%, some weeks a little less, we're just going to use the averages. All right, and we're going to put weekly instead of monthly because we are literally able to earn, all right, on a weekly basis. There are no guarantees. However, so far in the last 3 years, even in this state of the economy, we've still been able to earn every single week. Okay, and I'm going to use a 5-year projection because some people can't really see beyond 5 years. Sometimes 5 years can seem like an eternity, even though I'm sure many of us know exactly where we were and what positions we were in our lives 5 years ago. We're going to use that because that's neither long-term nor short-term, okay? And we're going to change what you see compounding monthly to weekly. And when we say compounding, we simply mean redepositing your earnings on a weekly basis, okay? So the $1,000 example with a 3% average per week, all right, redepositing your earnings over the next 5 years, all right, has the possibility to earn you. Let's hit that amazing calculate button and let's see for ourselves. Yeah, you're looking at it right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Some of you got to wipe your eyes, kind of wipe the fog because it looks scary, right? You see $2,176,000 here. This is the potential of what a one-time $1,000 deposit can potentially be in the next 5 years. Now, I know some of you that are here for the first time are probably looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm here to tell you, I've been in this platform 10 months. This is a reality for me and my family probably in the first 16 to 18 months. All right. And there's a lot of reasons why, and I'll explain that later on. But I need you to understand that not just myself, but dozens of leaders on this call today and within our Team Diamond family are going to be seeing these types of numbers in 2 years or less. We want to share with you how this is possible and how you can definitely become exactly what we are doing. All right. So look at this chart that's presented on your screen. Okay. If we can, let's change it to monthly. And let's show you over the next 12 months what this would look like. So if you look at month one, all right, if you deposited $1,000 over the next 30 days, Novatech was able to earn you an average of about 3% a week or 12% a month. You would earn $136 on your $1,000. Now, I think we all can agree that nobody's life on this call, 212 people on this call right now, everybody can agree that $136 is not going to do anything for your life more than put a couple of French fries and a couple of burgers if you eat that. If you're a vegetarian, then maybe some some greens or whatever it is, right? So it's not going to do much for your family. However, I want to show you what happens over the next couple of months, all right, when you take that 136 and you redeposit it back into your trade account. In month two, if we earn the same percentages, it would not be 136 anymore. It'd be 155 and then 176 and then 200. And then if you go down to 12 months from now, literally the $136 a month average could potentially be over $550 a month, ladies and gentlemen. And you may say, well, what happens to my $1,000? Well, guess what? All of those deposits have now accumulated to be over $4,600. We're talking about in 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, what if I wanted to put more? Well, let's keep going down so that you can understand. Let's look at 24 months. Just another 12 months later, you now have the potential of earning $2,600 a month on your $1,000 deposit. I'm going to say that one more time. All right. Again, we're only talking a 5-year outlook here. In just 24 months, you could be earning $2,600 every single month off of a one-time $1,000 deposit in your trading account. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that you've already accumulated $21,000 in your trade account. All right. Now let's stop there for a second. Some of you are like, hey, listen, I could put way more than $1,000 in. Well, good for you, because me and my wife were able to put $25,000 into our trade account. And the reason we did that is because the numbers are exactly what they are. The more you deposit, the potential more profit that you can earn on a monthly basis. All right. So if you wanted to start with a higher deposit, you absolutely can. However, Novatech was created for the less fortunate. Novatech was created for that hard working individual who does have a ceiling over them, where they can't earn enough money to do the things that they truly want to do and pay people to do what they don't feel like doing. So Novatech said, hey, put whatever it is that you can afford to put in, and let us prove to you that over a certain amount of years, we can definitely change your life. Let's go to 36 months, ladies and gentlemen. You think $21,000 changes your life on a month-to-month basis? What if you had $100,000 in your trading account? What if it only took you 3 years to turn that 1,000 to 100,000? What if you're that person that can afford to take a chance or a risk, right? Because everything is a risk. Everything is a choice that you have to make. If you deposited $100,000 in your account today, or if you got your 1,000 to the 100K, ladies and gentlemen, you can possibly earn over $12,000 on a monthly basis. Well, I'm here to tell you, just being 10 months in this platform, that is absolutely the truth, because I see it month in, month out. Our team leaders see it month in, month out. Matter of fact, we have hundreds of members within our Team Diamond family that sees that $12,000 month in, month out. That's how amazing Novatech can be. Let's not go any further. I think you guys get it. Actually, scroll down to the 48 and to the 60 months so that people can see. Look at this, guys. The numbers don't lie. If Novatech is able to perform based off of what they have done over the last 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have the possibility of truly doing something amazing financially. All right, let's scroll back up to the top real quickly, and let me show you some other things that you can do with this $1,000 balance. Let's say you decided to contribute to your trading account on a monthly basis. And let's not make it ridiculous. Let's just say you added another $500 a month to your trading account. What would happen to that potential $2 million? Ladies and gentlemen, it would 5x. So instead of potentially earning $2 million in 5 years, yes, just an additional $500 in your account would earn you possibly $10 million plus dollars. You know what's happening here? It's something called the compounding effect. It's the progressive realization of doing something small continuously over time. So some of you may be saying, well, is that like a retirement? Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is like a retirement. Like your retirement, the one that you put every single week or bi-weekly or monthly right? Expecting in the next 30 years to have enough money to live off of, right? So you don't outlive your money. Well, guess what? Here's what I will tell you. This is factual. Most people don't make enough money in 30 years in their retirement to outlive their money. All right, excuse me, for their money to outlive them. Let me correct myself. Most people are not afraid of dying. They are afraid of outliving their money. How scary is that, to be 70 or 80 years old and not have enough money to live your life? This is why it's important to take these risks, these calculated risks now, so that you can potentially in the next 5 years make sure you don't have to put yourself in that particular situation. Let's go back up again and let's take that $500 out. And I want to show you, for some of you conservatives out there, how you can get your capital as fast as possible. All right. So let's go ahead and instead of compounding weekly, let's just go ahead and change that compounding to yearly. That way you're not redepositing your funds, but you're taking your funds out on a weekly basis. So let's change the 5 years. Let's just put 1 year there. All right. And then let's hit calculate. So, all right, now, and let's go back to monthly and let's show the chart real quickly. Perfect. So this is an example, ladies and gentlemen, of taking your withdrawals every single week until you get your capital back and then allowing the rest to sit there and play with house money. So if you go to months 7 and 8, right in between, 7.5 months, it would take you, based off of a 3% weekly return, it would take you 7.5 months for you to double your capital. So now in the 7.5 months, you can definitely take your capital out, all right, and then leave the balance in and allow your money to work for you, all right? If you wanted to do it a faster way, well, all you have to do is, let's go back and let's put the compounding back on. Let's put it on weekly, and we can leave it at 1 year. That's perfectly fine. And then hit calculate. Ladies and gentlemen, instead of 7.5 months, it would only take you 5.5 months, all right, to receive your capital back. This is if you decided to say, hey, I'm willing to wait 5.5 months. I'm not going to withdraw anything. All right. But after the 5.5 months, I'm going to take my seed money out and I'm going to play with house money. All right, guys, this is for the conservative people that say, hey, I don't like taking risks, but the person that shared this with me, they obviously are excited about this. They are obviously earning because they've showed me for the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months that they are earning substantially. This is an example that each and every one of you can actually do. All right. And then last but not least, before we move on to the next, let's use one other example. I want to go ahead and just put $500 in, because some of you may say, well, $1,000 is just too steep for me right now. Well, guess what, guys? If you put 500 instead of 2 million, all right, let's change it to 5 years and then hit calculate. It's just going to be half. All right. So instead of 2 million, it's going to show 1 million. All right. So the numbers all play out the same. You just have to figure out what lane do you want to come in. We're not here to share and tell you exactly where to come. We just want to show you the examples. You can actually come into Novatech for as little as $100. We don't recommend it. We'll tell you why. At worst case scenario, $250 should be the minimum. That's our recommendation. However, again, you can come in where you fit in as long as you're going to continuously contribute to your account and build your account to at least $1,000 of your own capital. You're going to be just fine within our program. All right. And that's the calculator, guys. Again, the calculator site is where you can go and you can play with those numbers all day. I'm sure many of you here are going to be playing with those numbers long after we get off this call. All right. So with that being said, let's move on to who we are. Really important for you guys to understand the facts about this company. So Novatech is a subsidiary of NovaPay LLC. And let me stop there for a second. We are a subsidiary, which means we are just one company, all right, amongst many companies in their umbrella. Okay, so NovatechFX.com is our website. This is where you're going to end up going to register if you decide to move forward with us. And within the Novatech FX platform, Novatech also has companies that focuses on Bitcoin ATMs. All right, if you wanted to know the name of that, it's called SmartBit. Okay, they also are in the crypto and debit card transaction business, which means there are people across the globe, all right, that have challenges getting Bitcoin. Well, NovatechFX.com, if you go to that website, you are able to actually purchase Bitcoin on that website. And of course, Novatech focuses on crypto and Forex trading. This is where a lot of the liquidity comes from. Some of you may be very familiar with what's going on in the markets, in the economy today globally. A lot of you are noticing that your retirement accounts, your stock portfolios are down 50, 60, some of you guys 70%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, these are factual things that we're here to tell you. None of the 15 to 20,000 plus people in the Team Diamond family can say. Matter of fact, everybody that's up in their portfolio within Novatech, go ahead and raise your hand and allow the people that are here for the first time to see that every single person that is a member of Novatech has been able to see 50 to 60% at minimum returns in their portfolio over the last 6 months. Now, again, we're not here to guarantee anything, ladies and gentlemen. We're only telling you the factual information of what we've been able to experience thus far since we've been in Novatech. Some really, really cool stuff. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, who we are. Let's talk very quickly about our owners, Mrs. Reverend Cynthia Pettion and her amazing husband, the COO, Eddie Pettion. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the honor to meet Cynthia and Eddie on a yacht cruise back in December of last year. Between me and my wife, it was exactly what we needed to see to be able to make a decision to really go full time with this particular company. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to say that anybody's perfect, because I can tell you right now that there are no perfect people. All right. But there are people that strive for perfection in what it is that their mission is through God to be able to change the lives of people across the world. And it doesn't necessarily mean financially, but guys, this couple has been through the fire. They have had success on many different levels, as you can see through their experience. But one of the things that I look for, all right, one of the things that leaders look for to be led are leaders who have been tested. Any leader that says they haven't been through anything, I can tell you right now, is not a leader. Okay. I haven't changed the lives of tens of thousands of people without been calling names. All right. Character issues and all types of things that people would say, not because it's true, but because people always have to point fingers instead of looking at their failures by going in the bathroom and looking at themselves first. You never become a leader until you hold yourself accountable for every decision and choice that you make. And I'm not here to educate or teach anybody, but I am here to let you guys know that we want leaders or people that are looking to be leaders. And that's what we can definitely strive for here at Team Diamond. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and play a quick audio from our amazing CEO, Miss Cynthia Pettion, who's going to just share with you for the next 2 minutes a very quick overview on what and who Novatech is.
Hello and welcome. My name is Cynthia Pettion. I am the CEO and one of the founders here at Novatech. And I'd like to first say thank you for taking a moment of your time to learn more about our business plans. And a very special thank you to whoever introduced you to this opportunity, as well as to our leaders around the world who are taking time out of their day every day to share this opportunity with communities like mine and yours so that we can spread the good vision of Novatech. Now, I'd like to ask you one simple question before we get started. Have you ever heard this before? I will never do another online business ever again. Well, if you have, you're not alone. We've heard it many times ourselves, and we understand how you feel. And perhaps maybe you were the one who said it yourself. Well, we hope we can change that. And we'd like to offer you maybe a little glimmer of hope or a better opportunity that you couldn't find before. And it's the reason why my partners and I got together back in June of 2019 to build Novatech. We are a registered broker with MetaTrader offering a Forex and cryptocurrency trading platform. Currently, we offer a couple of different styles of accounts, including a PAM account, which is our pool asset management account. And this allows passive investors or those who don't necessarily know how to trade the ability to invest in one of our master accounts and allow Novatech to trade on your behalf. Now, we also have our MT5 accounts, and this is for people who want to be able to trade on their own. And you can trade whether you are a skilled trader or a novice trader, or open up a demo account just to test it out first. But you can go ahead and trade on our platform with very low commissions and spreads and be able to earn income on your own without any intervention from us. And recently, we offered a very exciting program, which is to help you get paid as you trade. And this program was introduced as a pilot program for people who want to trade professionally with a reputable and reliable trading platform. And it offers you a 30-day testing period with Novatech, where you can actually test your own trading skills and possibly get paid to trade. Finally, we have something that we can call our own, something that we're extremely proud of. We've built a program and a strong foundation that is not only sustainable, but profitable. So guys, this ends my time here with you. I hope to be able to see more of you. And if you have any questions, please reach out at any time. We have our help desk support available at contact@novatechfx.io, and hope to see you soon.
All right, guys, you heard it first and foremost from our amazing CEO, Ms. Cynthia Petian. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of regurgitate the information, guys. So that way, again, repetition is the mother of success, guys. So we want to just make sure that you got all of the information that you need to be able to make an educated choice today if you want to join the person that shared this with you. So Novatech was established in June of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, remember I told you earlier, right? There are a lot of imitators, but no duplicators at this time. Guys, there is a reason why Novatech has been doing this globally since June of 2019. They're built on integrity. All right. They're built on transparency, and they understand how to operate in the space that they're in. Real people, real profits, real results, real company. Now, with that being said, guys, there are a lot of different things also that happens within the Novatech platform. If we can move on to the next slide, so that way I can share with you our MetaTrader 5 broker. So this was a check mark for me, guys. So I come from a trading background, so I understand how trading works. And when I realized that Novatech is actually a qualified and registered MetaTrader 5 broker is when I said, oh, this company is really, really different, because I don't know of a platform that has the components that Novatech has, but also allows you to trade on their brokerage site, which means you can literally open a demo account, play with fake money in the real markets, or you can open a live account and fund your account with whatever you want, hundreds of dollars, tens of thousands, millions, whatever it is, and trade the live markets on their platform. Ladies and gentlemen, this right here was, again, what sold me and my wife on building a true investment business with Novatech. Let's move to the next slide. Novatech's trading platform, there's something called PAM accounts. Now, PAM stands for Percentage Allocation Management Module. Now, this is why 99.9% of you are on this call right now. You're not here because you want to learn how to trade. You're not here because you need to learn another skill set or tie yourself up, all right, doing something more than you're already doing for your family. You're here simply because you want to be a part of a pooled system where cryptocurrency and Forex trading is done for you, okay? Novatech manages our portfolio for us. We don't need any type of skill set or experience. At the end of a specific trading period, which happens to be every Friday, we don't call it Friday here at Team Diamond. We say Friday because we're like a bunch of big old kids. We just can't wait for Friday. Why? Because it's when we are able to take our equal distribution, all right, of profits that are paid across the platform to all investors, guys. Yes. All right. And I'm going to share with you what those profits have looked like in just a very, very close past in a second. Now, on the next slide, guys, Novatech's live market trading highlights. Again, we're not here to learn trading, but if you do want to learn trading, there is live market trading platforms. You don't need any skills. All right. Yes, they have expert advisor software. They have a training academy and library. They have all the things that you need if you do decide to want to start to learn that skill set. All right. But again, I know most of you are here not to learn. Now, tracking progress. Trading performance reports are posted weekly. This right here, I can tell you, raise your hand, guys, if you're a part of Novatech already. I mean, when you share the tracking progress, all right, with the people that you care for the most, this here does all of the work for you. All right, guys, we want to share with you just over the last year, 2021, all right, what Novatech was able to do. All right, from January to December of last year, all right, Novatech did an average of 14.825% ROI. So I want you to think about that for a second. All right, where were you last year? What did your bank earn you? What did your portfolio earn you last year? If you weren't in Novatech or in the crypto space, I can tell you right now that you didn't earn 14.825% per month. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say real profits, all right, real people, real results, real company, that's exactly what I mean. So much so, look at the last 4 weeks. Shout out to everybody in Novatech, everybody on this call that this past Friday, all right, this is when it gets exciting, guys. This past Friday, matter of fact, let me come off of let me come on camera. That way you guys can actually see, you know, and put a face to the actual voice. On June 24th, yes, a shout out to every single person here that earned 2.78% for the week. All right, guys, remember, I told you this is life changing. The week prior to that, 3.14%. The week prior to that, 2.97%. And on June 3rd, which was 4 weeks ago, All right, 3.06%. I mean, we're talking about, what's that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12%. All right, guys, 12% in the last 4 weeks. What did we say the averages were? About 3% a week, right? Guys, how many people, raise your hand? I'm sure nobody can raise their hand, right? No one's receiving 12% ROI in their retirements or at the bank. As a matter of fact, if I'm correct, the highest that you'll ever see at a bank is probably 2%, and that's in a CD, and that's for the year. All right, guys, Novatech is the real deal. Let's move to the next slide. Now, what makes Novatech different? No expiration dates. So for those of you that want to really compare Novatech to all of the things that may have some similarity to what Novatech does, guys, well, let's start with this. How many of those programs have been public for 3 years? None of them. All right. No repurchase requirements. You can cancel at any time. Novatech is not here to keep your monies, ladies and gentlemen. All right. If you don't want to be in Novatech, just withdraw your earnings. All right. 100% access to your capital. Withdraw from your trading account at any time. All right. Options to redeposit if you choose. There are no requirements to redeposit. A lot of other platforms, you have to continuously redeposit your earnings. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no requirement. All right. You can withdraw whatever amount that you want. If the money is there for you to withdraw, you can absolutely withdraw it. All right. No earning caps. 100% of your investment traded weekly. All right. Our profits are potentially paid every Friday. I have to say potentially because there may come a time where for the week we may not get any earnings. Right. So far, thus far, in 3 years plus, that has never been the case. But I have to kind of disclose that because there are no guarantees. All right. No trading skills needed, guys. We're a global opportunity. All right. So we're all over the world. Doesn't matter where you are. If crypto is accepted in that country, Novatech probably can do business there. All right. And then obviously there's no requirement to recruit at all. If you notice, I have not shared anything about recruiting thus far. All of the passive ROI that we speak about is simply you making a decision to make a deposit. All right. Some really, really awesome stuff. So let's move on to the next slide, guys, which happens to be the packages. All right. Now, this is simply get in where you fit in. All right. If you want to come in at $99, the builder pack, even though we don't recommend you come in there unless you're going to continuously deposit more funds. Why? Because if you notice at the bottom, there's a $25 monthly fee at any of these levels that you see right here on this screen. All right. Now, I know some of you are like, that's it. I know some of you have been waiting, right? Brand new. You're like, all right, what's the cost? I know that, it got to be like $10,000 to join, $500 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, all Novatech charges you is a $25 monthly fee. And guess what? It doesn't even come out your pocket. It comes from your profit. All right, I'm gonna say that one more time. It does not come from your pocket. It comes from your profit. Novatech says, hey, give us 30 days. Let us show you what we can do. And then we'll take our $25 from the profits that we earn you. This is why we say, hey, come in at least at $500. Why? If we're averaging 12% a month or 3% a week, well, if you come in at $100, that's only $12 that you're gonna earn. That's not enough to maintain your account. It's gonna deplete after 3 to 4 months, and then you won't have an account. So if you come in at least $500, you should be just fine. All right, guys. And if you notice at the top, you can fund your account with any one of those cryptocurrencies, either Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, ERC20, Bitcoin Cash, or Litecoin. All right. And we're not, there's no service available in Texas, South Carolina, Montana, Hawaii, or Alaska. With that being said, get back with the person that shared this with you if you happen to be in one of those states, and they'll be able to elaborate a little more on those particular restrictions. All right. The bronze level, silver, gold, or platinum level, which is anything under the $25,000 level. Again, just get in where you fit in. Moving on to the next slide, guys. Shout out to all of our VIP members. These are for any members that are at the $25,000 trade balance or higher. So whether you start with 25,000 or you start with as little as 250 and you work your way up, once you hit the $25,000 trading balance, Novatech says thank you, and they're going to give you a 1% monthly cashback reward on all of the earnings that you receive on that $25,000 to $99,000 balance. All right. They're also going to waive the $25 monthly fee if you are at the $25,000 balance or higher. All right. Shout out to all the VIPs. Moving on to the next, the President's Club. Shout out to all of our President Club members. Yes, you are just as much a VIP, maybe even a tad bit more. Why? Because you decided to either one, build your account up, right, through the ROI or redepositing or adding more funds, right, getting your account to 100,000 or starting with 100,000. Novatech says, hey, we want to give you even more of a thank you. Why? Because you're trusting Novatech with hard-earned funds. Well, Novatech says we'll give you a 2.5% monthly cashback reward every single month on whatever we earn you, as long as you have a balance of 100,000 in your trading account. They're also going to give you a one-time $1,000 cash bonus, which is really awesome as well. That's one time, okay? And then of course, they're going to waive the $25 monthly fee. So shout out to all of our President Club members. There are about 100 of you or a little more than that. And it's a really, really awesome place to be. So with that being said, dedicated support, very simple and straightforward. Support at NovatechFX.com. If you have any issues, they'll definitely be able to respond to you within 24 to 48 hours to take care of whatever challenges that you may have. And with that being said, guys, that is our business opportunity. We want to thank you for being here and listening to the passive side of what Novatech is able to offer. But hold on, before you decide to leave, because I did tell you that this is simply about passive opportunity. If you're that person that says, I don't want to share none of this success with nobody, this is just for me and myself and I, and maybe my family. Well, guess what? You have all the right to do it. And guess what? You can become extremely rich and even in some cases wealthy doing it. However, you already know how God works. All right. The more you pour into this earth, the more that you have to give. All right. The more that you can receive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can also take your earnings to the next level by doing some very simple things.